Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at the swaggiest drip across FromSoftware's Souls-like games, including Elden Ring, Demon Souls Remake, Bloodborne, and Sekiro as well. Minor spoilers ahead.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Rakshasa set, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. Miyazaki's new golden child, Elden Ring, brought with it tons and tons of unique fashion, and the DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, was definitely no exception. The Rakshasa set is obtained after defeating Rakshasa in the Eastern Nameless Mausoleum, accessed from the Shadowkeep. It's one of the most unique looking knight-style armors FromSoftware has ever designed, and it comes with a unique bonus. Much like the sword seals in the game, this armor increases damage you take by 2% for each piece you wear, but makes you dish out 2% more damage in return, both adding up to 10% with the full armor set. Leonard set, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is full of mysteries and secrets, and ever since Marvelous Chester in the first Dark Souls, there's been some curious connections to Bloodborne. Not that Ringfinger Leonard has anything to do with it, but it's easy to point out that his armor vaguely resembles the Hunter set. It does have a pretty unique look, and it's hard to deny how much in common the first two sections of both games have. And when it comes down to it, Leonard's armor is actually pretty good looking. You'll have to defeat him for it though, but luckily Rosaria is pretty evil.
You are no longer of use. Your run. I, Leonard, swear on my vows to the goddess.
Armor of the Sun, Dark Souls.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
Oh, hello there, fellow Sunbro. Have you done your good deed for the day and engaged in jolly cooperation? Solaire of Astora has become a symbol of help in the Dark Souls community, and has ended up representing a certain type of player. The Golden Sunbro. Always helps out in a pinch and helps us overcome our challenges. They're always there when we need them. Only we could be so grossly incandescent as Solaire says. But wait, we can, thanks to the Iron set, which most notably has the Iron Helmet and the Armor of the Sun chest piece. Unfortunately, it only drops from Solaire, so you'll have to complete his questline or take it from him. Praise the sun.
How could this... my son.
Shura outfit, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
今しばらくお待ちくだされ。
In patch 1.05, Sekiro, as a free update, received cosmetics and outfits. And as it so happens, they're awesome. By completing various challenges and criteria, Wolf can equip new outfits such as the Shura outfit. It's tough to select one best single outfit from the bunch, but the Shura one is just too epic to pass up. Wolf changes up his hairdo a little and now comes with an eye patch that has fiery red flames glowing from underneath, and the garb itself seems to have burning embers coming off of it. This is the most badass look for Wolf, hands down.
違う、そなたはシュラではない。
Constable set, Bloodborne. Yet again with the similarities between Bloodborne and Dark Souls. Volta looks and moves a little bit like Oswald of Karen, but enough of that. Volta's attire seems to be one of the most stylish armor sets in Bloodborne. There's just something oddly intriguing about the NPC himself and the way he looks. How is he able to keep himself so clean during such a bloodbath? In any case, doing Volta's questline just leaves you with more questions than answers. If you consume enough of the vermin that he tasks you with gathering and go to talk to him, he'll leave behind his helmet where he stood and disappear. As for the clothes themselves though, you'll have to find them in the Hunter's Nightmare. Farum set, Dark Souls 2. Now let's take a look at undoubtedly one of the coolest armors across the entire franchise. The Farum set from Dark Souls 2. You know this thing looks so good they just had to bring it over to Dark Souls 3 as well. It's pretty much the flagship armor of Dark Souls 2, considering they used it on the cover of the game and in its trailers. You can find this sweet piece of fashion in Draglake Castle, after dropping into a hole with a Dark Dweller and a bonfire. Kill the Dark Dweller and claim the Farum set for yourself. Maliketh set, Elden Ring. Berserk fans, eat your hearts out. Maliketh is one of the hardest bosses in Elden Ring. This menacing speedster hides behind his more polite and docile disguise as the beast clergyman, until you reach phase 2 and he turns into an absolute killing machine. As for the armor itself, many players have pointed out the resemblance to the Berserker armor. Actually obtaining it is relatively simple, but not easy, thanks to the fact you'll have to defeat Maliketh and his mastery of destined death. The results are so worth it though. Artorias' set, Dark Souls. Next up is the prototype for all epic DLC armor in Soulsborne games, the armor of the Abyss Walker. Artorias is an icon of Dark Souls, and one of the coolest characters in the franchise, not only because of his lore, but his unique fighting style as well. He ushered in an era of Wolf Knight foes that we go on to fight against throughout the sequels, the armor itself making a reappearance in Dark Souls 3. There's nothing quite like donning the attire of Soulsborne's most tragic heroes and felling every big bad along your way, continuing the legacy of one of the few true knights left in this rotten world. Penetrator set, Demon Souls. The original Demon Souls was the blueprint for all the Souls games we know and love today. It tested the waters and experimented with what was possible, both with FromSoftware's mechanics and combat systems, as well as Hidetaka Miyazaki's vast knowledge of mythology. And that's when Bluepoint Games entered the picture, to give it the touch-up it so desperately needed all these years later. The Penetrator is an infamous boss in Demon Souls, and their armor originally wasn't attainable. In the remake, however, it's obtained via a doozy of a collector's challenge, by gathering 26 ceramic coins and opening a door hidden away from sight. You'd better believe it's worth the grind. Elite Knight set, Dark Souls.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity.
The first NPC we meet in Dark Souls is Oscar, a Knight of Astora. He dons an armor very similar to the normal Knight set, but just a tad spicier. It's the de facto Dark Souls iconic poster armor. No other armor set screams out Dark Souls as much as this one. Since then, we've had various Knight armors, but this is the Knight armor to rule them all. To find it, travel to Darkroot Garden and through a fog wall, leading to a forest. Head past some stone knights and stone ents, and it's yours for the taking. You've now officially obtained Fashion Souls. Which Souls armor or outfit is the coolest to you? Let us know in the comments below.
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.